What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sound Fixation. Today, really quickly, I want to go over the MIDI Fighter Twister, which is a MIDI controller here with 16 encoders. I'm going to show you how I use this in Cubase, and I don't know about other DAWs, but in Cubase, you're really able to customize this to how you want. Now, the cool thing about this is that in Cubase, it follows. So things will change. If you look at that, as I change tracks, everything changes. If I take a look at this now, at this audio track here, this first one, I'm going to go from the bottom left here. I got my gain knob here. So check this out. If I move the gain, I can put it up, and you see you got the LED lights that are going to the right, or I can bring it down. Now, the other cool thing is it's got an indent here in the middle. So if I go to 0, where basically we're not doing anything to the gain, it automatically clicks to this middle center point here. If I move it very slightly, nothing happens, but as soon as I get past a certain threshold, then it starts to move. As you can see, the closest I can get is 1 dB, so it's not exactly great, where you can really kind of fine tune it. But for general kind of, quickly getting things balanced, then I'll use a fader to actually get it where I want. But super cool. You'll also see there's a light here in the front. My gain happens to be red. I can program that in the actual software that comes with the MIDI Fighter Twister. My pan is green. Now, the only reason these are useful is I can just, quickly know that, okay, green's my pan. And again, if I move the pan, you can see we go all the way to the right. The LEDs come to the right. If I go to the left, all the way to the left. If I want to go back to center, it'll automatically get there, and then we'll have this little red light at the top. Here, I got my control room in Cubase. So if you look here, my volume controller, I'm able to adjust this. And again, you have the LED lights. Now, if you count how many LED lights here, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unfortunately, I wish there were a lot more lights so I can really fine tune. Check this out. I'm moving ever so slightly, and the light kind of turns on and off. Now, when it does get a little brighter as I keep going, but then it really just jumps to the next light. This would be a feature I'd like, is if these were more precise, if we could have more LED lights, between all the different locations that you can put the encoder. Now, the other cool thing is, okay, I got my click. Now check this out. As you can see, there's no light at the bottom here. Let me just adjust this real quick. There's no light at the front here, but if I turn it on, it doesn't show really well on this, but it's blue. So I can, right away, it's on or it's off. And if I just press play, I'll turn the music down a little bit. I turn on my click. I can turn it off, the light turns off, turn it back on, bring the volume up, bring the volume down of the click. Really useful. Again, blue light in the front, you don't see it really well, but I turn it off. I turn it off and I know it's off. Okay, next thing, how do I got this set up? I got these 4 encoders right here. And these are my sends, at least the first 4. To be honest, I'd like to have 8 sends. And I might make an adjustment here. There's a Mike from Musiotech is creating a whole new MIDI CC controller with 8 faders, 8 encoders, and actually that's the reason I'm making this video, is I just wanted to show my experience with this. So if I look at my tracks here, you can see I got on Cubase, I got these 4 sends here: TC4000, Rev 6000, Berlin Studio, Echo Boy. Now, the cool thing, again, this is on Cubase. I don't know how it works with other DAWs. Let's say I want to get my first send up. So very quickly, press the button. I got a yellow. That means it's active. And then I can adjust. Okay. I go to the next one. Let's say I want that active. I turn it on. The yellow light here in the front, again, doesn't show so well in the video, but this orange-yellow light tells me that it's on. If I turn it off, you can see that the LED lights are still showing what we're showing here, even though it's off. I wish that I could just turn it off and the LED lights turn off as well, but that's what I use these front lights for, is I know it's off. And if I go now from channel to channel, let's say I'm on this first channel, I go to the second one, you can see this light remains on, this one is still off. That's how I use it. Again, I turn it on. Now in this case, we got nothing loaded there. If I go, let's say, to the drums, let's solo these drums. We'll turn it down a little bit. And now I can turn on the reverb. Actually, in this case, let me solo all of these. So turn it down. Pardon me. Turn it up, turn it off, send it to this reverb, send it to a delay. Very, very useful. I love it. So that's what these lights are for. This is my message to Mike. I don't know that he needs this in his unit, but I thought I'd show it for everybody else who might be interested in how this kind of works. So really cool. Got my sends here. And again, this unit, it doesn't do everything. But in Cubase, you can program it to do anything you want. And these, not only do they have the, you know, the encoder, but it's got the on and off this is how I use it. So it's got a push button, which turns things on and off, which is super cool. And again, I'm going to switch tracks. It follows. If you look here, as I switch tracks, right away, everything follows. Okay. At one point, I used to have the button set for pre and post sends. I didn't find that useful. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest, because I went kind of on the forum at VI Control, which I'll list in the bottom here. It was one of the things I brought. But another use you could use this for example, is if you're using multiple mics on you know, a contact software library, you can use this as your mic controller. Press the button to put in the, you know, the trees, the overheads, or the close mics, and then just adjust all the different gain for each one. Okay, again, these are off now because you don't see the yellow light, but you still see the LED showing where it's at. So to turn it on, I would still need to do that. The LEDs won't tell you whether it's on or off. That's how I use this. Okay, other thing I use this for, I got my regular fader here. It's okay. I don't use this as much. I use the gain a lot more, and then I'll do more precise with the fader. I would probably use an actual 60mm up and down fader or 100mm to kind of get this a little better. But sometimes I use it. Honestly, it's my gain where I'm just setting up my balance and then do more precise stuff with, you know, with a regular fader. What else do I got here? Well, check this out. If I go to my cue, I got my high pass right here. Turn it on. I have a purple light that tells me it's active, right? And I adjust. I use this a lot because, you know, many tracks I'll need to do a high pass. And if you're playing, you know, we play something, you know, let's say you're adjusting and you want to turn it on and off. This is where having the button actually helps a lot, because you can see kind of, are you liking what you're doing? Okay. Now going forward with the EQs, I have these other ones set up, and honestly, again, if I turn on the high shelf, this tells me that it's on. This is my gain, and then this is the frequency adjustment. This is how I got it set up. So this is more for kind of, I use this for very broad work. So kind of like, you know, I want to add a little bit of high, I'll just do this and, you know, adjust it. Again, I have this set up where if I want to go back to 0, it automatically, you know, goes to the center. This is all via software. There is no resistance on this particular fader. It just, however they set it up, it indents to the center. So I can set this up where it does that or it doesn't through the software. And that's it. These are then my other, you know, my other EQs that I can use. I don't use these two that much. I would say the high pass filter I use a lot, and the high shelf occasionally. But it's really cool. I think it works great. You guys should check it out. And Mike, I wish you best of luck in creating your new unit that I'm actually very excited for. I'll be looking to pick that up. Have a great one, guys. Take care. Bye.